This is a brand new 2025 GMC Denali, finished in white, and today it's getting our full front paint protection film package. Now, in case you're not familiar, our standard full front package is going to cover the hood, both front fenders, the front bumper, the headlights, and the mirrors. That's our baseline, and from there, clients can always customize. You can add more coverage or even extend into full body if you want maximum protection. When we install PPF, we usually work top to bottom, which almost means the hood is always first. On a Denali, this is a huge piece of film. It takes real skill to handle something of that size. This is why you won't ever see us doing partial hoods. A partial hood might look fine on day one, but over time, dirt is going to build up along that cut line. On a white vehicle especially, it stands out so badly. And for us, it's full hood or nothing. As you'll see here, we do take time to wrap all of our edges. The very back of the edge is probably not very likely to get a rock chip, but wrapping it improves both the look and longevity of the film. And if we've done our job right, you shouldn't even be able to tell that this Denali has PPF at all. That's the goal, to showcase the paint, not the protection. Think of it of like preserving a collectible. If you've got a really rare baseball card that you keep in a case, the case is invisible protection that lets you enjoy what's inside. This is exactly how we think about paint protection film. Now, it's worth pointing out that not every shop installs PPF this way, wrapping edges, debadging panels, tucking film into seams. All of this takes more time, more chemicals, a lot more experience, a lot more skill. Many shops simply lay the film to the edge of the panel and stop there. The difference in quality can really be night and day. And this is also where the price difference comes in. PPF is already a very expensive material, and the labor is a specialized skill. If you ever see a really low price quote for a full front package, it's important to ask what you're actually getting. Are the edges wrapped? What brand of film is being used? How many years experience does the installer have? Is it done in-house or are contractors floating between shops? The best installers, they don't have to chase work. They're part of a permanent team, and that stability is going to show in the final product. When it's done right, PPF is an incredible investment. This is typically the second most expensive thing you're ever going to buy in your life after a home. Protecting it just makes sense. Today, the average new car costs around $50,000, and it's not uncommon for high-trim trucks and SUVs like this Denali to cross the six-figure mark. Spending a fraction of that up front to protect the finish in our eyes is a no-brainer. The film we use carries a 10-year warranty, so you shouldn't have to worry about fading, peeling, yellowing. Once it's on, you can drive the vehicle the way it was meant to be driven, confidently, knowing that everyday hazards like rock chips, bugs, road debris, they're going to hit the film and not your paint. At the end of the day, paint protection film, it's about peace of mind. It's invisible armor that keeps your vehicle looking brand new for years. And when it's installed properly, you won't see the protection, only the flawless paint underneath. Now that PPF is complete, we're moving on to ceramic coating this Denali. When we coat a vehicle, we don't just use one product everywhere. Technically you could, but to get the best performance, we match each surface with the right coating. That's why we use the full Gtechniq professional line, and we're proud to be the exclusive installer of Gtechniq in Fort Worth. Nobody else has access to it in this area. For the paint, we apply Crystal Serum Ultra. This is a professional grade ceramic that hardens into an extremely durable layer, delivers insane gloss, long-term protection, and it makes the paint incredibly easy to maintain. You can see Chris working on it here. Next is the trim. On the Denali, there isn't a huge amount of exterior plastic, but what's there gets coated with Gtechniq C4 trim coating. This has a subtle darkening effect and prevents the plastics from fading, which is obviously a big deal, especially here in Texas. We've all seen vehicles where the plastic fenders or moldings turn from black to gray in just a few years, which is UV damage, and this coating is going to keep that from happening. The process of applying these coatings requires a lot of precision. Consumer-grade coatings are typically fairly forgiving. They give you plenty of time between applying and wiping off, but professional coatings like Crystal Serum Ultra have a much tighter flash window, and timing is everything. If you miss that window, you're going to be left with a high spot that's going to be very difficult to remove. That's why coatings like these really require a controlled environment. Stable temperature, humidity, excellent lighting, the right towels and techniques. That's something that's going to be really hard to replicate in a driveway or like a mobile setup. Lastly, we're going to coat the wheels with Gtechniq C5 wheel armor. Wheels are exposed to really high heat, road grime, constant brake dust, so they need a coating that's designed specifically for that abuse. C5 bonds to the finish. It's going to keep brake dust from sticking and making future cleaning super simple. So across this Denali, every surface has the right protection: paint, windows, rims, trim, all treated with products made for that exact purpose. The end result is a finish that's not only glossy, but also really easy to care for with long-term durability built in. Ceramic coatings don't make just a vehicle look amazing on day one, they keep it looking that way for years. Gloss, depth, protection, and ease of maintenance all in one system. With the full front wrapped in paint protection film and every surface treated with ceramic, this Denali is now completely protected from top to bottom. The PPF is going to shield the high impact areas from chips and road debris, while that ceramic is going to bring out the gloss, keep the trim rich, and make every wash effortless. The end result, a truck that looks better than new and one that's ready to stay that way for years to come. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to stay tuned. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.